Okay, my dear students, in this video we are going to talk about three important concepts of chemistry, that is the definition of solute, solvent and solution. So before we go into details of these three terms and these three terminologies and try to understand the definitions or try to have an in-depth understanding of these three terms, first of all I would like to make it clear to you, or I would like to make the statement, write the statement over here, that water, because we are talking about water, we are learning about water, so we have to take water into consideration. Water will be taken into consideration every time, or taken as an example every time. Water is an universal solvent. Water is an universal solvent. For the time's sake, just have this in your head. I will explain this one later on. Okay, after you will get the understanding of solvent. After getting what solvent exactly is, you will understand what does this statement mean. Water is an universal solvent. So coming back to our main motive without delaying further. Okay, my dear students, so for understanding the concept, I am just giving you a simple example. I will make the video short so that you will understand easily. Okay, so I have a glass of water. I have a glass of water. I have a glass of water. Okay, and I have a teaspoon. I have a teaspoon of sugar. I have a teaspoon of sugar. This is sugar and this is water. Okay, so our motive is to understand these three concepts: solute, solvent, and the result, that is the mixture of these two, is what? A solution. Is what? A solution. So what are solutes? Solutes are substances, are materials, are entities that get added into something, or that get dissolved into something, and usually they are small in quantity. The solute are small in quantity usually. Okay, so substances or things that has to be added into something, are solutes. So in this example, we are adding sugar into this water, into the glass of water. So sugar over here is what? Yes, it's a solute, and the amount of sugar is definitely lesser than the amount of water, as you can compare in the diagram. Okay, solvent usually or basically is a liquid. Okay, because we are dealing with water, so that is why we will use solvent. Can be solid as well, but we will not go into that much of details. So solvent basically are liquids into which something is added, or into which the solutes get added. So here you are adding the solute, that is sugar in this case, into the liquid, that is water. So water is taking sugar is being added, and water is taking it. So solvent is water, and usually it is greater in amount in comparison to the solute. Okay, so solvents are basically liquids which take solute into it, that which allows the solute to get dissolved into it. Okay, now after taking this sugar into the water, what will happen? This sugar will come down into this water. We will put this sugar into this water, and we will stir it. Okay, we will stir it. After a couple of minutes, what will happen? We will not be able to see the sugar. That is, the sugar will get completely dissolved in this water. But if you taste that water, the taste of that water and the smell of that water will change because of the sugar getting dissolved into it. And that new solution, that new mixture is what? Solution. Yes. So the combination of solute plus solvent, the combination of solute plus solvent gives you what? A solution. And always keep this in your head that solution is a mixture. Yes, solutions are mixtures, but they are a special kind of mixtures. And what are they? They are homogeneous mixtures. So every mixture is not a solution. If that mixture qualifies for a homogeneous mixture, then we can say that that mixture is a solution. For example, I'm giving you more examples to make you understand the topic. Okay, I have two mixtures. Suppose I have two mixtures. Okay, I have a beaker, and in this beaker I am adding water and oil. Okay, so this beaker has water plus oil, and you know that oil is immiscible, it will not get dissolved in water. Okay, so you will have a mixture that is what? Heterogeneous. Yes, that is definitely heterogeneous mixture. This oil will not get completely dissolved into water, and it will float instead of getting dissolved in water, it will float on the surface of water because it's immiscible. And I have another sample. This is sample A, and I have another sample B. I have taken another beaker. Okay, and I am adding water and salt. Suppose I am drawing the salt with this color. Okay, water and salt. Okay, so if you stir it, what will happen? The salt will get completely dissolved into water. That is what, because salt and water are miscible. That is, water can dissolve salt into it. Okay, so that's why this type of mixture is what? A homogeneous mixture. That salt and water can be mixed equally, whereas oil and water cannot be mixed equally. Okay, so homogeneous mixture, which one is a solution over here? Both of these examples are mixtures, but which one of these is a solution? Definitely this one will be a solution. Why? I said you the definition of solution. A solution is always a mixture that is homogeneous in nature. A heterogeneous mixture cannot be a solution anyways.